Today I'll show you how I made the face prosthetics for my ghoul cosplay. First we had to make a live cast of my head, which is a super scary process, but for making prosthetics I need a copy of my head which is made out of gypsum. For sculpting I used my all-time favorite monster clay. The whole sculpting process was actually the least time-consuming part of this project. It only took me 2 days. I'm creating my own ghoul character, so I was pretty free with the design. The plan was to make a multiple-piece silicone prosthetic. When you put the gypsum head into cold water and let it soak overnight, you can easily remove the clay again. These clay pieces were then placed onto positives of the different sections of my face. I separated the sculpt into 6 parts, so I had to make a positive of each section. Making all these separate positives took me a few days. It's crazy how much time I spent only on making all these molds. So after I was done with blending all edges, it was time to make the final molds. It was my first time making a multiple-piece silicone appliance and I wanted to try out different techniques. So I made some molds with epoxy resin and some out of gypsum. Here you see all the molds I made. To make encapsulated silicone prosthetics, I first sprayed a few coats of cap plastic to both sides of the mold and then poured in the silicone. For thin edges you need a lot of pressure. After curing, I could carefully demold it. And ta-da! Perfectly thin cap plastic edges. And look how good the neck piece turned out. All silicone pieces were done and ready for paint. For painting I used alcohol-based paints. I applied a lot of translucent layers until I was happy. For the application process I got help from my friend Liz. There was no way I could do this alone. From start to finish this project took me 3 weeks and I'm so proud how my ghoul turned out. Although I think the makeup looks pretty cool, we also went the extra mile and edited the nose for the videos. It was the first time ever we tried to work with the visual effects and it was a real challenge. I think the combination of special effect makeup and visual effects was the perfect choice for this project.